Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Robert Hollis Jr. here. I just want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for the live Q&A, or like I like to call it, is the Ask Us Anything. I love doing this every single week, not only to help everybody out there in the field, but also get a chance to really get to know everybody out there. So with that said, and very shortly, I'm going to post the link to the event page where you can actually click on and join us live and ask us anything. And this was really designed for a couple different reasons. First and foremost is we wanted to make sure there was always a place where somebody could come to get the question or get the answers to their questions, regardless of where they were sponsored in the company, how they were brought in, and they could always come here to not only talk to the top reps, but even sometimes the owner and the master distributor. So I think it's just a great place to provide support, and everybody knows you can always come here. Another great way for this show to be used is for brand new people that might be on the fence. I can't tell you how many people have decided to join Unlimited Profits purely for the fact of how much support we provide. There's tons of online companies or training companies out there, and the majority of them, once you sign up, hey, that's all you get. You get emails maybe to ask to buy the next thing, and that's really about it. So we wanted to make sure that everybody could come here, and if somebody's got questions, maybe they saw the overview last night, or they've been going through some of the videos and they're kind of on the fence if they want to go pro or not, they can come here and ask the questions directly to the owners and some of the top reps. And of course, the last reason is, doesn't matter how much income you're making or where you're at within the company, you can always get trained. You might not have any questions right now, but you can jump on and get trained. Questions might come up in the future, and you can hear how the top reps answer those. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and post the link where you can actually join. If you're watching this for the first time, it would be on the event page, the original link that you saw. You can click on there, and right below the video, it should be popping up any second. I'm looking at it here, is a link to actually join us live. And you can go ahead and share that with everybody on your team. If you've got people that are maybe struggling, not know what to do next, or brand new people that are excited and have some questions, please feel free to share that link with everybody, or the event page. I know it might be kind of intimidating to jump on a live overview for a live hangout for your first time if you're brand new, so you can go ahead on the event page and actually type in your questions, and I'll consistently look back on the page to see if we can answer any questions there. We have a special treat for you guys tonight. My father, the man, the myth, the legend, is on here to help answer questions, and also to answer any questions as far as the Life Mechanic brand. I know a lot of people, if you're playing around with your back office or even seeing some of the posts today, we have a new affiliate link back there where you can share directly the Life Mechanic brand with people. And I'll let my father explain that a little bit more here in a second, but really we wanted to have that as a standalone product. There's some might be involved with any types of companies, but we all know that mentorship can help them in whatever they're doing. So if they just want to buy the mentorship program as a standalone product, we now want to offer that to affiliates to start marketing that as well. And I can tell each and every one of you, if you've watched the videos, you're going to want to jump on that as fast as possible, because like I say in every single overview, and a lot of times on these Q&As, is for us to offer that for $297 is grossly undervalued. There's people out there with 1/10 the documentation and 1/10 the credibility as my father that are selling programs like that for upwards of tens of thousands of dollars, and we are now in a position to help you guys offer that for a low price as of right now. I know my dad's masterminding behind the scenes, not sure when he's going to raise it or what we're going to do on that. So with that said, I'll go ahead and pass it over to you, Dad, if you want to share with everybody what exactly we're doing, or if you just want to say hi, and we'll start filtering. I know every single time, guys, I see the viewers going up like crazy. If you're just on here to view, that's great. But also, like I always say, is one of the biggest things that you can master that will make you the most money is being a promoter. You know, if you've got people that you've been talking to on Facebook or people that are on the fence, you know, here's your opportunity. You've got the master distributor and a owner on a live hangout, guys. You know, send them the link going, oh my gosh, you know, what's the value of being able to jump on and asking a multi-millionaire anything you want? And, you know, it doesn't always necessarily have to be just towards unlimited profits. It could be personal, you know, mentorship questions as well. So, guys, I see it starting to fill up here soon. So now's your chance. Blast out that link and get some people on here. I think the benefit of talking to us might push them over the edge. So with that said, Dad, I'll pass it over to you. How you doing tonight?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you so much, my son. I love jumping on here. I know you're so overly qualified to handle these Q&As, especially when you bring all the black diamonds on. And so, you know, I just wanted to pop in and tell everybody I love them, and you know, I don't want to let too much out about what we're going to talk about tomorrow on the Pro Show and also on the Diamond Show. So, you know, this Q&A is open to the public, to everyone, but I want to make sure that the pros get to hear all the new information and tomorrow. So, and the Diamonds after that. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dad. I really, really appreciate you being on here. And like I said, the value of, you know, somebody of your stature, you know, I actually had somebody say that today, is that, you know, they've been with a lot of companies and they were taught that they can never even say hi to some of the top reps. And, you know, the fact that we've had the owner on here willing to answer any questions that you guys have is just, you know, just shows how much we give here and how much value we provide. So before I open it up for everybody else, I see we've got a couple black diamonds on here. I would assume you guys don't have any questions, but I'm not going to assume that. So I'll first have a Melody. I've been nicknaming her the mother of unlimited profits because she's just so caring and loving and always willing to help everybody out there. So Melody, you want to just say hi to everybody, or if you got any questions, go ahead.
Yeah, of course. I have questions, and wow, this is so incredible. Not only am I really excited for this event, wow, but you, Robert Hollis Jr., get on here with us every single Wednesday night. You're doing all of the events for us, making yourself available to us as a master distributor of Unlimited Profits, and that's so valuable in itself. But then we've got Mr. Robert Hollis himself that just pops into these Q&As and just on our Hangouts, and it just is so available to us. That is just so incredible. And I think, you know, I really think that a lot of people don't get the importance, the value of having you here. And I thank you so much, guys. I love you both, and I'm just so glad that I'm here with this part of Unlimited Profits. I'm really, really excited because I got my check today. So, yay! And so I can't wait to show it to the kids and some of the people that keep telling me, get a real job. So, but I do have a question today. I'm really focusing on gaining followers and really working, you know, through what I've learned from you, Robert, and with Unlimited Profits and the Pro mentorship. But, you know, is there an ABC or the quickest way, or what is the best way? Because I've been doing a lot of research. I've been following some of the Ray's trainings and different things. What's the best way to get followers to my Facebook blog page?
Well, the best way, was you going to say it, my son?
Yeah, I was, but you can go ahead and handle it.
All right. One of the best ways, Melody, is the one thing I know that you gotta stay in your mind is you gotta get up after you do your gratitude journal, and then you gotta get in that mindset of what am I going to give of value today. You got to do that. And so if you're a brand new person watching this, then you want to search and find the best valuable stuff that you learned today, and you share that with your group. And then eventually, as you're watching people's information and you get to a comfort level, then what you want to do is you want to start out by just saying, hey, you know what? I ran across this today, and it was really valuable, and it really touched me, and you want to give an intro to information and then close it out. And eventually, you're doing the information. So, you know, Melody, after going out there and really, really looking, and I'll give you just a couple of examples in the marketing world, but if you look at, you know, Gary Vaynerchuk, or you look at anyone on the spiritual level, like Rick Warren or Joel Osteen, there's so many great of them, Joyce Myers. You look at anybody that's involved in the marketing arena, like an Eric Worre or a Ray Higdon. I challenge you, even as women, you know, look at, you know, maybe a Danny Johnson or some of these people, Lisa Stojkovic and people like that. And if you look at their blog, you look at how they put it on their Facebook page, here's what I'd ask each and every one of you to do, and it is a wicked challenge, is try to keep pace with them. And see, here's what we really, really think. We think, you know what, I'll become successful, then I do content. Now, that's like sowing seeds and waiting for a harvest. So, you know, here I'm sitting down there with Ray and Jessica Higdon, and, you know, and I've learned from Brendon Burchard. God, I cannot believe I didn't bring his name up. You know, Brendon Burchard, I'm trying to think of this other guy, Brendon Burchard, Jeff Walker. There's just some people out there that you find like this. I know that some of you are going to know his name right away. His name is like Garrett Cadone or something like that. Have you guys seen some of his posts? And I mean, I can guarantee you it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like maybe 2 months ago is the first time I seen his post, and now his posts are everywhere. They're everywhere. This guy is doing periscopes, he's doing, and it's funny because I seen a guy that, you know, again, you guys got to be careful who you listen to, who you're watching, because there was a guy that I did an interview for recently that just did an article saying how he thought periscopes were dumb. And I'm like, you know, hey, whatever, you know what I mean? So he's out there talking to 4 or 5 people a day, and I do a periscope and talk to 400 people a day. I don't know. So again, what people are looking for is they're too short-term, Melody. They start doing posts, they start doing posts, they start doing posts, they do a post, they do a post, they do a video, they do a post, they do a post, and they go, you know what? This ain't going nowhere. I'm not getting any followers. I'm not getting any distributors. I'm not getting any sales. That's interesting. That would be just like going to a gym and working out, and working out, and working out, and working out, and working out. Then you weigh yourself, and you actually weigh more. And believe it or not only do you weigh more, because muscle weighs more than fat, but now all of a sudden you're tired all the time because your body's not used to working out. And you hurt, and you can't get out of bed. I'm done. I'm done. So, you know, work out for a year, and then all of a sudden your body goes, I don't, you know, Doug, we got an expert on the line here. And all of a sudden, you know, you do the simple, master the mundane, the little things each and every day, and you keep doing it. And it's like the universe. I believe in God. It's sort of like my mentor used to do this character called the golfer. And it's like all of a sudden, it's like the world, the universe, your friends, your family, the example I talk about, pushing the car. If you're working out, your body just goes, they're not giving up. They're not giving up. They're flipping serious about this. And then all of a sudden, it's like overnight, a guy's got a six-pack. Overnight, the girl's got the figure that she wants. Was it really overnight? Was this Grant Cardone or any of the other people that you and I know? I remember when Eric Worre posted his first YouTube video. I remember. And everyone was laughing. And you know what the #1 thing they were laughing at Eric Worre, because people knew him personally like me? He'll never continue to do this. This is just a little fad, network marketing pro. Oh, yeah, you are. Woohoo! You know what I mean? Well, he's going to do a 3 to 5 minute video every day about all the stuff we already know. Yeah, Eric, that good for you, bro. I'm really happy for you. You know, does his first event, it's got 400 people in it. last year he had 8,000 people, sold it out, and when he promoted the next one, he sold it out within like 12 hours. You know, so I'm not at a point where I can sell out 8,000 seats to my next event a year away from now. So I'm going to start posting some content. You guys are going to watch me, so just follow me, Melody. I think you guys are watching me a little bit, and I think I'm going to freak some people out. I started my brand new fan page today called Life Mechanic. I was my first like on it, and watch how fast I blow by people. They're going to sit there and just be going, I'll show you how to build a following. I don't want one follower on there to be someone that I don't know. That's my goal with Life Mechanic. You know what I mean? There's not going to be one person on Life Mechanic that I would love to like to, you know, I'm not going to pay somebody, you know, to get a bunch of people there from India and Pakistan and China. These are going to be real likes. So did I go on too long? I probably did.
No, that was awesome, Dad. And, you know, the only other thing that I would piggyback on that with, especially with people that are starting brand new, is interaction. You know, I actually got this for Gary Vaynerchuk as well, is that every day I look at who my new likes are on my page. And there's a way to do it from your personal page where you can look at your notifications and I can see all the likes. And, you know, it may be 5 a day, 10 a day, whatever it is. And I click on it, I send them a private message, and I say, Melody, I just want to thank you for liking my fan page. And you guys would be blown away of, oh, my God, I can't believe you private messaged me. Hey, you know, how'd you find my page? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, I just want to thank you for liking my page. If there's anything I can do, let me know. And it's almost like immediately I've noticed that like probably 25% of the people I do that with not only like more videos on my page, but then share it on their page. So now they're sharing my content with their friends, which is getting more likes. And, you know, I actually got that from Gary Vaynerchuk, and I know my father's good at that as well, is if you ever get a comment on anything, you know, reply on their comment, you know, reach out to them and say thank you. You know, if they share your videos, go on their page and say, wow, Melody, it's such an honor. You shared my video. Thank you. And just like my dad teaches us all, the more you give, the more you get. They're going, wow, not only did I like this person, but they thanked me for it and then liked my pictures. This is a great person. I'm going to like and share more of their videos. So, you know, other than what Dad said, which is 100% spot on, that's the only thing that I would add as far as getting more likes and followers to your page.
Yeah, I'll show you guys something. I'm going to look at the screen to see if I can get it. But how many people notice that I have I'm following more people than are following me? And what I thought was crazy about when I started doing Periscopes, how many people noticed that everyone was excited to do Periscopes at the same time I was excited? You know, so there was a lot of people out there that was saying, wow, this Periscope thing is cool. I can't wait to get on it and do it. And then all of a sudden it's like no one's doing Periscope, no one's getting hearts, no one continued to do it. So this is I got 33 replays and 244 views on the Periscope that I did before I jumped on, ran upstairs and ate, and then come back and got on here. So now I know that a lot of people are going, well, you know, I got a full-time job. Well, maybe you love that full-time job, so you shouldn't do content.
Awesome. Well, Melody, did that help answer your question?
Oh, absolutely, and then some. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Well, Melody, thank you so much for being on. And for those of you that don't know Melody, she's a black diamond with the company. She's, you know, like I said, I nicknamed her the mother of the company because she just loves everybody and is so caring. And, you know, if you guys got any questions directly for her, feel free to ask her as well. So with that said, we'll bring on one more black diamond, the Mr. King of Consistency, Mr. Scott Kloster. How you doing, brother?
If I was doing any better, there'd be 10 of me.
Awesome, man.
I'm just out there being consistent, talking to all your guys' people. No, I'm just kidding. No, Oh, I already asked Junior this last week, but Robert, I want to ask you, how do you define success?
It changes every day.
That's good.
My definition of success is I get juiced up and get excited by helping other people get inspired to do what they were always told to do. So success changes for me almost daily because I keep running into people and attracting people that I can help. And so, yeah, success changes for me all the time. Ray Higdon and I are talking about doing a partnership. Ray Higdon said that when I finish up the Life Mechanic brand, he's going to be my #1 affiliate. I didn't even think of that a week ago. So if this guy's the kind of guy that can go out and do 900 sales, he not 900. I think the last one he did, I think they did 3,800 sales. Oh yeah, in 10 days. So when you guys wonder how you do that, it's by, if you go and look at Ray Higdon's blog, rayhigdon.com, that guy's been doing content for 5 years. And the other thing that I didn't realize he was doing is he was conditioning and building, the people that know, like, and trust him on his email list. So the biggest difference between me and him, Scott, is I don't send out emails to people. I don't give them free content every day. I do it on my Facebook personal page. You know what I mean? But you gotta condition people that want to buy from you. And so I'm going to talk about that tomorrow on my Periscope. So.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you so much, Scott, and thanks for jumping on here and asking as well. So with that said, like I said, Scott's the Mr. King of consistency. He's always talking to new people. So if anybody's got any questions for him as well, please feel free to ask. So with that said, I know everybody was jumping on pretty fast there, so I'm just going to go from left to right. And what we'll do is we'll start over with BJ. How are you doing? Got to unmute yourself.
Whoops. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Thank you so much for being on tonight.
Hi, BJ.
Hi, Robert. Hi, Junior. How are you? Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Blessed.
And highly favored. If I was doing any better, I'd be you.
Yeah, thank you. That would be awesome. Hey, I did a Periscope today, and I just started. It was only my second one, but I'm having a little issue with getting the link attached, and I'm still a work in progress here, so I'm trying to figure out exactly how I do that. I went into
the link shows up. It's a little confusing. The link doesn't show up until you start the Periscope, and it shows up on your Twitter account. So Twitter bought Periscope. So when I tell everyone that I'm doing a Periscope, like I did tonight at 6:30, I tell everyone I'm doing that. If you look underneath there, it says website link on Twitter. So if they go to the Twitter account, BJ, before I do the Periscope, it's not there. But once I start it, then it notifies Twitter, it puts it up there, and then you can go there, click on the link, and then share that link with everyone. Which you just helped me with something. I could start the Periscope, and while I'm starting the Periscope, I could go grab it off Twitter and post it so people could watch it. But they usually would probably watch it later anyway.
and then you could post it on Facebook, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And I do understand that it's going to be, and so I think it's only 24 hours.
Right.
So there's a setting on your Periscope where a setting on your phone where it can take that and download it to your cell phone, save it to your cell phone, and then I pull them off my cell phone and put them on my computer, and pretty soon I'm going to be putting them up.
Okay. So I have a question about that. Can you then just go in, get everything set up, start your Periscope, and even before people jump on, you're sitting there and you're waiting for everybody, and you can then take that link and post it. It will post on Twitter, and then you can post it on Facebook, and then you can then come back and wait for everybody to jump on. Is that correct?
I wouldn't do that. I would do it pretty quickly, BJ, because when people first jump on and they're looking for you to react. They're looking for you to say something. They're looking for you to start doing stuff. So, maybe if you're all talking to them, it's like, hey, I'm doing a Periscope. I'm going to hurry up and share this link on Facebook. But yeah, that's probably why I've done it later. But that's pretty cool.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Anyway, I paid it forward to you and somebody else today on the Periscope. So.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, because I'm so darn proud. I'm not kidding. I'm busting feathers here. I'm just so proud to be.
I'm so proud of you. I really, really am. There's every one of you are starting your own new journey, and you just got to understand that you're planning every day. And again, every person that was an expert or a legend or a myth at one time didn't have one person, one follower. You know what I mean? And so, you and I, BJ, talked about, that John Green, if you go to johngreenbooks.com, now he launched another book. Now he's doing another movie. All started off by putting content online.
Yeah, and it all is about, as you mentioned earlier, that's all it is content, and getting that following and getting that like. So, yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, and you got to understand that your voice matters. So you guys have just been watching me doing content forever. You guys don't know that, there's my wife showed me a video the other day that I got to post up there from Kanye West, and he was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he was saying to everybody, he said, listen, he said, there's people out there that say I know how to rap, and then there's people that don't say I know how to rap, but then they say I don't know anything about fashion. He says, I promise you I put 10,000 hours into fashion. And I was going, where did he get that number? Because he knows of, Maxwell Gladwell, he knows about the Outlier book. He knows about the 10,000 hours. He knows what it takes to be an expert. Everybody can give Kanye West all the crap they want, but the guy is serious. And then I love the one other thing that he said, not to turn this into a training. I'm just pumped up today. Is he said, the biggest thing that I get ridiculed for is I tell everyone I'm a genius. And he goes, what am I supposed to say? That I'm not? I went, whoa. So he tells everybody, I'm telling you flat out, I'm a genius. I'm a genius, and I follow people that are geniuses. They're mentors of mine. And everybody's going, well, Kanye says he's a genius and he's like Jesus. He said, no, I said Jesus was my mentor. But, yeah, I thought it was pretty powerful for him to say.
Knowing who you are and taking ownership of that and showing enthusiasm about as you do it, that's
the key, man. It really is.
That's it. All right. Thank you, Robert. Love you.
Love you, too. Thank you.
Well, BJ, thank you so much for jumping on, and that was a great question. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that got value from that, so thank you so much, BJ. So moving on here is we got Mr. Doug, one of my favorite people in the world, man. How you doing, brother?
Woo woo! Let me unmute myself. There I am. Oh, so good. Blessed and highly favored with my favorite people. First off, I want to congratulate Melody on being one of the top earners in the company for the past 7 months. Oh my gosh, she's rocking it. She took such a hit this month and just bounced right back and blew it up at the end of the month. Kept her.
What? I agree.
Yes. Scott, Mr. Consistency, he just keeps on putting them on. He's going to wake up one day and there's going to be 15 people lined up in his back office. It's just going to be, he's doing it. Robert, thank you so much for doing these live Q&As every week, and it's wonderful to have your dad with you. Look forward to being with both of you this weekend, or I guess it's next weekend. And then this one's a personal question to Senior. I would like to reserve dinner time on Saturday night with you and your wife because I owe both of you birthday dinners. So
I thought we were going to do a birthday dinner.
Melody and I would love to take you out to dinner on Saturday night.
I think that you got to reach out to the boss.
Okay?
Yeah, arrange it with her, and she gets me to show up places.
Okay. and Robert, will you what is your link for Life Mechanic? It's facebook.com what?
Oh, facebook.com/Life Mechanic.
Okay, it's not your new fan page isn't Robert Hollis Life Mechanic?
No.
It's just Life Mechanic.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
That's when you know that you're doing the right thing. When you wait this long to launch a Facebook page and you go, wow, I wonder if Life Mechanic's available. Wow.
That's an unbelievable graphic that your son produced.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Got some cool stuff that's coming out. If you guys really look at that logo, do you notice that the gears are hands?
Yes, and then the
You got
other
people
part
in
inside.
there, a little heart in there. Aww.
It's wonderful. All right, look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much for all your answers, all that you do. Can't wait to see Ryder, Amy.
Definitely, brother. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. We really, really appreciate you, brother, and I can't wait to see you as well, man. I don't think I've been so more excited for an event in my whole life, man. So I can't wait to see you, brother.
All right, I'll pop off so somebody else can get on.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. So, yeah, with that said, I see we got quite a few viewers on there, so you guys can go ahead. I just reposted the link on the event page and jump on here and ask us anything. So, with that said, I'm just going to keep going down, and next we got in line here is Jaime. How you doing, brother? You got to unmute yourself, buddy.
How are you doing? I just want to say...
Oh, you muted yourself again. Can you hear me, Jaime? There you go.
Congratulations for making my mindset, Robert Sr. Change a lot dramatically. The last show that you had gave me that pop. I saw something different in you. And Junior, you're always here, and thank you for that. But I have a question. What the negative environment versus the positive environment? Did you hear me?
Jaime, you gotta think of the environment from this point on like you're in a space bubble. You know what I mean? You probably have heard of this phrase, but if you watch any movies that has to do with prisoners of war or people that are actually in prison, people that grow up in ghettos, they talk about either serving good time or bad time. And the difference between serving good time and bad time is your mental state. So, this little light of mine, I'm going to make it shine. You got to look at yourself as being in a space bubble, when you're in a bad environment or a bad surrounding. And you got to say to yourself that the people that are around me, the place that I'm in, the things that are happening around me have nothing to do with me. And believe it or not, that's where people get more vision than people that are in a good situation. So think about it. When you're surrounded by people that you just don't want to be around and you're living in a place that you just hate, you know what I mean? And you don't even have money for transportation to get the hell out of there. Boy, some of the most motivational stories in the world come from that place.
Exactly, because when I was in a positive environment, I was happier. But when I started hanging around with negative people again, I started absorbing all the negative stuff again. I didn't like it, so I started taking off.
You know, I used to laugh. I heard a story recently, and my son will really love this. Yeah, I don't know how many of you have always seen where you see a person that's like in the ghetto or whatever, and they got these like $400 headphones on. They're called Beat headphones, and they're walking around with the headphones. And I'm going like, listen, is it necessary to be wearing those everywhere you go? And one guy said, yeah, when you live with around the people that I'm around, you need to make sure to shut them out somehow. I was like, whoa, wow. You know, so they got headphones on, and it's amazing how you'll see professional athletes. And, you know, think about being in an environment, Jaime, even though you're a professional athlete, where you go into an atmosphere where you're going into an arena or a stadium for the opposing team. You know what I mean? So you can be positive, but you're walking out on the field, and everyone that's there, 10,000 people, are calling you names. You better learn to not let yourself get out of state. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's all practice. It's all practice, brother. It's A, knowing that others have done it and you can do it, and then B is just do it. Just, man, I listen to stuff all the time to stay in state.
Yeah, listen to a lot of motivation video, and that gets me out of the stage, and I start acting positive with it.
Awesome. Well, great question. I hope that helped you out.
Thank you.
You bet. I believe in you, man.
Thanks very much.
I believe in you. Can't wait to see you. Love you.
Love you too.
Awesome, brother. Thank you so much for jumping on. You always ask some great questions, and we all believe in you, man, and so proud of everything that you've accomplished, man. So thank you so much. We're glad to have you part of the team. So with that said, we only got one more person left. I can't believe this might be one of the shortest Q&As in history. This is going to be your last chance, guys, to jump on here, and I can't believe one of our shortest ones we've ever had. We got Senior on here, but hey, that's okay. Maybe he'll save his voice so we can go off tomorrow on the Pro Show. So with that said, we got one more person that jumped on, but we'll go ahead and go over to Mary Ellen. How are you doing, sweetie?
I am awesome tonight.
Whoop, whoop.
I love those periscopes every day, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you.
It just makes the day.
Well, if you
And
guys
I already found your new fan page.
If you guys got any ideas or things that you would like to hear, I was thinking about doing a Periscope once a week that's like a Q&A like this, you know, so people can just ask me any question.
That would be awesome. Melody, you started out actually with one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight. We've got a whole group of people, and actually I haven't even started mine yet, that are going to be starting their fan page, their whatever they want to call it. So I wanted to ask questions on here so they can all watch, because they're all going to be starting their first one. They've never done it before, and just give them some really good tips on what to do for their first one. So
yeah, what I would say is watch today's Periscope.
You know, everything was like perfect timing today.
Yeah, it's like you know, say yes, tell the world, and figure it out. It's like when I created one today, I can remember the first time, Mary Ellen, that I created a fan page, you know, which I call my personal blog. And when I clicked on it, it's like, oh my Lord, all of these questions. You know, I was overwhelmed, confused, you know, all this stuff. And today I go in and create a page, and I go, okay, click, 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 and then, you know, it's like, wow, you know, what's so hard about clicking? You know what I mean? It's like mindset. I was excited. I was ready to do it, and then what you do is, you know, what do you put up first? I don't know. What inspires you? What makes you feel good? You know what I mean? Just find someone, mirror. Again, Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and Earl Schoff and all the successful people, if you guys are really watching what I'm doing, all I'm doing is mirroring and matching other people that did it. And here's what I think is so hilarious about what I'm doing right now. And I'm not going to go on a tangent because that's for the next 2 days. But it's like the people that I'm learning from never could figure out how to make money in my space, my arena. You know, so I'm talking to all of them, and I say, well, name one person that you've helped make $1 million in a year. You got me. I don't got that one. And so now I'm stepping into their world, and I'm asking them questions, and they want to bargain with me. They want to go, well, I'll teach you this if you show me, you know, how to put 400,000 people in a company in 4 years. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just, you know, I'm going to go out and build my brand, and I'm going to show the people that are involved in Unlimited Profits. Yeah, but that's a business opportunity, and, you know, I really don't want to get involved with that. Hey, you know, I feel sorry for you. You want to give me discount travel without getting involved in your company? You know what I mean? You it's like, you know, it's like, what are you talking about? You want to give me some energy drinks without me getting in your company? It's like, listen, you know, it ain't happening. You know what I mean? So I trained my sons how to make a full-time income taking care of their families, and I got Melody and Scott and a lot of other people that are not on here that make full-time incomes. I mean, I still love Lisa Norman's story. You know, Lisa Norman and her husband made a commitment that they were going to learn to make enough money so they could go do missionary work. And they put their heads down, got involved in Unlimited Profits, did what I told them, and look at them. Now they came here, met me, sold their house, moving to Mexico. I mean, you see, I never ever had to ask Lisa Norman what she wanted. She knew exactly what she wanted. She still knows what she wants. And the people that are not attracting the right people are like, I don't know what I want. So the answer to your question is that's the way your Facebook should work. You know what I mean? Figure out how to make a Facebook that will attract the right people. Mirror and match somebody that's already done it.
When they're first starting, how frequently would you say they should be posting? Anything?
I used to think that you could overpost. I don't believe that anymore.
Because that's what I was wondering, if they could do too much at first and no.
Nope. Now I think everything that you stuff in your head from positive pictures, you know, there's fan pages that I like, Mary Ellen, that if you really look, they're like 3 or 4 positive posts a day. Well, if you're involved with like 12 of them, you know what I mean? It's like 12 times 3. My God, that's like, you know, 60, 70 positive posts a day. You know, read the ones that inspire you the most and post those ones. I mean, wow. I mean, I'm just like, this is just awesome.
Should everybody add like an intro video?
If they want.
Kind of introducing themselves.
If they want. I tell people you start out where you can and you say yes, and you start out and you just figure it out. I know some people now that still have a Facebook fan page that have hundreds of thousands of people on them that still don't have an introduction video. The one that I'm thinking about all the time that wrote The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. I mean, you guys want to try to follow somebody, try to follow that dude. I mean, I think I haven't checked out his fan page in a long time, but I mean, I thought at one time he had like 40 million followers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, hopefully in the next week or so you're going to see lot more fan pages popping up from all of our team. So. Good.
Awesome.
I'm sorry. I messed up. He's only got 26 million. I don't know why I thought it was more. I must have been thinking of Britney Spears or something.
Kim Kardashian. Awesome. Well, Mary, thank you so much for jumping on and really, really great questions. And, you know, everybody out there, you know, can always hit me up for technical stuff as well. And, you know, I think all my dad's answers was right on. You know, you just got to start doing it and just got to start posting stuff. And, you know, the biggest thing that I always love telling people when it comes to posting stuff like that and doing videos is, you know, that's why I made that video, how to Mac a perfect video. Is, you know, everybody always thinks that it's got to be perfect and they've got to have it all written out and they've got to, you know, say the right things. And sometimes when you just come from your heart and, you know, it could just be on your phone while you're walking. You know, I remember seeing, you know, a video from Ray Higdon one time. And, you know, as I'm watching it, I'm going, wow, this is like one of the most unprofessional videos I've ever seen. You know, he's walking in the hotel and his face is getting cut off and you can't see it because the lighting's that bad. You know, but I was listening to it going, wow, this is what he's saying is awesome. And then you look down and there was something like 4 million views. Because he was just saying, hey, I'm just in a hotel right now and I really am motivated and I wanted to share something with you guys. So, you know, whether it's just, you know, coming from your heart and don't ever think this got to be perfect, you know. So hopefully that helped you out. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mary. We really, really appreciate you being on here and everything that you do. And, you know, encourage your team to go out there and get out of their comfort zones and start their fan pages. I know for some people that's a scary. You know, it was for me the first time I still got my first video up on YouTube. Dad probably remembers that. We probably took like 8 takes because I kept stuttering and restarting. And, you know, now guess what? You just consistently do it. So thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate you. So we have a couple more people that jumped on. We got Tracy Ann. Are you there? You got to unmute yourself. Tracy, are you there? If you can hear me, there should be, depending on your phone or your computer, a button at the top that looks like a little microphone with a line through it. You got to unmute yourself if you want to ask anything. And what we'll do while that's said, we'll move on to William, and while you're trying to figure that out. So William, how's it going, brother? What time is it? You there?
Yeah, it helps if I plug in the microphone.
Oh, maybe a little bit.
It helps a little bit.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm not tired like last week.
Awesome. Awesome. What time is it for you there?
2:45 in the morning.
2:45, man. I always love asking that because you get people that make excuses not to jump on stuff, and you're a champion winner, man. You're on everything, and it doesn't matter if it's 6 in the morning or 3 in the morning. You don't make excuses, and you're always on these. So I appreciate you, brother.
Well, if I don't do it, then what example does that show other people?
You're quite the leader, William. I'm impressed with you always.
I'll bow down now. What I want to add here is this is all about Q&A. I need to keep quiet because obviously it's very early in the morning. This is Q&A about what Unlimited Profits is all about, and I've got people watching this now. So what I would like you to do is to say to them, they're in a business already, they know they're in a business already. How can Unlimited Profits help them right now?
You want to handle that, Dad, or should I?
I've been like taking over your time.
Yeah, in my opinion, how Unlimited Profits can help somebody, and it doesn't matter what business they're in. You know, even when you look at, you know, Shark Tank, why do people go on Shark Tank even though they have a business that's up and operating and doing well? Because they want a mentor, they want a coach. See, even Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, Tiger Woods, these are people that are professional athletes, millionaires in what they do, but they all have coaches and they all have mentors to teach them how to up their game in every certain area. You know, one of my favorite stories that I have is a gentleman that's been a pro with us for years. He's never referred anybody to the system, and he says he will happily be a pro as long as we're in business because my father's mentorship in Unlimited Profits helped save his traditional business. He was with a remodeling company, and you know, he was spending every extra dollar he had on advertisements and marketing and trying to come up with different strategies. And he said after he listened to the pro mentorship course that he had a pop. Wow, it's about building relationships. It's about making my customers so happy that they know, like, and trust our company and will refer us to other people. And then we want to make them so happy. And he said he no longer even spends any money on advertising or marketing anymore, and he has to turn down clients. That's a traditional business. Now, without going into, you know, everything that Unlimited Profits does, you know, I think that, you know, I really know where people's heads is, because especially people that are very successful. You know, if you ask me right now, said, wow, you know, have you ever heard of this guy? He's taught, you know, all these people around the world to make millions of dollars, and he's got a mentorship program for $99. What do you think Robert Jr. would say, the master distributor of Unlimited Profits? Send it over. There's free training from a millionaire that loves helping people. So regardless of what business you're in, and, you know, I love, you know, documentation beats conversation. I can talk highly about my father all night long. But when you can go see stories of people that it's helped with their depression, it's helped save marriages, helped save traditional businesses, and shown people that's never been able to figure out how to make money on their own, be in profit their first 30 days, that's the kind of person that I want to listen to. So does that help me answer your question, William?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I obviously know people that say, oh, I'm already in a business, so I can't do another business. And I'm saying, well, actually, you can, because the business you're in, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily even starting another business. You know, like I love, you know, I think it was Dad, or, you know, but I've heard this statement a lot, is that, you know, every time you go to an event, you go to a GoPro event, or, you know, internet marketing event, or whatever it is, why is it that it's so consistent that the millionaire earners are the ones that's taking the notes? You know, everybody's heard of GoPro, so I'll use that example. I'm with my father in the VIP section, sitting next to people that make millions of dollars a year. And what are they doing? They're intensely focused and taking notes and notes and notes and notes and notes. These are guys that make millions and millions of dollars a year. Why would they listen? Why would they need mentorship, William? Why would they need coaching? And then you turn around and look behind the line, and there's a bunch of people talking to each other and nudging and getting up to go to the bathroom, and you wonder why they're not making a lot of money. Every successful person I know, marketing, outside of marketing, sports, whatever it is, are people that are consistently trying to get better and learn from other people. Just like I said, you find a program of somebody who's documented that showed somebody how to make $1 million, send me the link. I'd love to listen to that stuff. Dad, I'm pretty sure you're on the same page, because guess what? Where did he just come from to listen to a guy that makes millions of dollars? Does anybody really think Dad needs more coaching? He does. Maybe that's the difference between him and some other people watching this. So even if you didn't look at it as a business, that's why we started Life Mechanic. Hey, if you have a problem with getting the program for $99 a month, you know, there's a support ticket. Go ahead and put in there, please don't send me any commissions, and we can handle that objection very fast.
Yeah,
I knew you'd like that.
We know where we can send them.
Yeah, William, one thing too, when you really get good, I don't tell people to practice this, because it's like one of those things that if you get really masterful at handling objections, you'll notice that your recruiting skills will go down. And the reason why is you can get people in, but there's not enough of you to go around. So people will turn around and say to me, they go, well, you know, I can't do more than one business. And I say, wow, that's sad. That's all I say is, wow, that's sad. And they go, well, what do you mean sad? And I said, it's sad that, you know, the word can't comes out of your mouth a lot. You know, I don't know who your mentor is or the person that has helped you with mindset, but they sure showed you how to say the word can't. Wow. Anyway, I don't think that I can help you. So that's some Yoda stuff, but, you know, you teach that stuff, and it's like, they're like, I can get anybody in the business. I can't get them to drink the water. I can't get them to, because they're not that confident. You know, people ask me all the time that, you know, well, what about this and what about this? And I'll turn around and say, you know, I have no clue what the cost of shingles are on a doghouse in Australia. And they're like, what does that have to do with anything? And I say the same thing your question has to do with success. I thought we were playing a game. I just thought I'd help you out.
Okay. I tend to find, Robert, when I get somebody that I talk to and they say to me, oh, I can't do it because, and they put an excuse in there, I go, okay, are you sure? And I just leave them hanging and I move on. And what I found is a period of time later, because these people follow you and they watch you.
Yep.
And when you say the right thing at the right time, they're right on you.
And I immediately, William, go into the question that's made me the most money is two of them: the $1 million question, and just saying, if someone said to me, well, you know, I don't want to get involved with another business, I say, great. Could you do me a huge personal favor? And they go, what? I go, who do you know that loves to get in businesses? I used to say to people all the time, I'd go, hey, listen, you know, how long have you been involved in marketing, William? I don't know, for quite a few years. Is there one person that you've always tried to recruit that you just haven't been able to get into anything? I'll make you a deal. I got a couple of them too. I'll give you my names of the people that I've never been able to get. Why don't you give me the names that you can't get?
I like that.
So let me give you the name first. His name is Ken Turnbow. And I right away, I give him the name, the email address, and I say, listen, William, I'm going to even tell Ken that you're going to give him a call. He'll be expecting your call.
Now that turns it from a cold to a hot lead.
Very, very fast. And I go, okay, so I gave you a lead, so give me one of the people that you can't recruit.
This is why I stay up till 3 in the morning, to listen to things like this. When everybody else is snoring and the whole world is asleep, I'm sitting and I'm listening to things that I just couldn't get if I was in bed.
When we put this whole thing together, this, you know, I got to jump off here, but we're going to have a lot of fun as you guys have stayed on the hangout here. Is the Life Mechanic really was a whole thing to really twist people's minds. I worked very, very hard to get this brand up. And so I immediately, the first time that I sold my first Life Mechanic for $297, they were going through, and they didn't even get to the second video. You guys have been through it. If you haven't, go through it again. They got to the second video, and they called me up, and they go, everyone in the world needs this. And I said, yeah, just send them to Life Mechanic, and I get $297 on every one of them. I said, you are awesome. They go, well, I want to make money. I said, man, the last thing you need right now, William, is another business. You need to just focus on selling that skin cream. You just make sure everyone out there gets a hold of my mentorship because they need it. You just keep selling your nutrition product. And he kept going, no, he said, I just misunderstood. I didn't know what you had in there. And I go, you're my customer now, man. You're my customer. I said, I'm not letting you unlimited profits. And he's going, well, I'll just go on the internet and find somebody else. I go, hey, whatever, I gotta go. So as I push on Life Mechanics, you guys need to really pay attention because there's going to be people out there who are going to be looking for reps. So looking for people that can teach them. It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Well, Dad, thank you so much. It was an honor to have you on, as always. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for jumping on here, and I know it goes without saying that everybody else on here appreciates you and you jumping on. And with that said, I'm pretty sure William, thumbs up, that helped answer your question. Awesome, man. So with that said, we're right at the end of the hour, so thank each and every one of you for jumping on, especially everybody else that jumped on to ask questions, to provide content for these. If it was just me and, oh, Dad? Yeah?
One quick question. BJ asked a question in the side there. And BJ, I don't want to go into a long detail. I really covered this good in the mentorship program, but I don't believe in setting goals. I don't believe in setting goals. If you really follow the secret and also the science of getting rich, you got to every day think about what you want in your life. And what you got to do is put yourself in an emotional state as it already happened. So the best technique I've learned in the last 3 years is, BJ, imagine having a conversation with someone that you really love and admire. Really love and admire, that knows you really well. And you have a conversation with them of something that just happened. Example. You imagine, close your eyes, and you imagine this person, and you're talking to them face to face or on the phone. And they say, BJ, what's up? And you go, you're never going to believe this. I just got an award on stage for being a best-selling author. And they're like, wow, BJ, that is so awesome. So if you can imagine having that conversation with someone that's emotionally attached to you, and you talk about events in your life that haven't happened yet, as if they already were. Wow. Did I just say the definition of faith? I think I did.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dad. I really appreciate that, and thanks for looking over there. I wasn't paying attention in the chat in this group, and hopefully, BJ, that helped you out, and thank you, each and every one of you, for jumping on. Of course, you guys already know we promoted a little bit, but tomorrow's the Pro Show. I know it's going to just be absolutely amazing, so make sure you guys jump on that, 6 Pacific Standard Time, and of course, on Friday is the Diamond Show. So I want to thank each and every one of you. If you're watching this and you still got some questions, please feel free to reach out to the person that referred you to this, and they can put you in touch with one of our Black Diamonds or me personally. So I just want to thank each and every one of you guys. God bless, and we'll see you on the Pro Show tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.
Love you, my son. You're
night.
awesome.
Have a night.
Good night,
guys.
Good night, Jaime, Scott.